way through it. It is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. I hope all is well with you. If you want to get a hold of me, you can over at 208-535-1015. It's Peach's Pit Party. It was quite scary on my lunch break trying to get to the Taco Bell and get back to the studio here, just because the rain decided to pour down the hardest right as I was driving. Right as I pull into the parking lot here, that's when it just stopped, you know? Idaho weather, so unpredictable. Stay safe out there. It's nice and overcast on this fall afternoon. I've been messing with that Sora 2 app way too much today. I need to put my phone down. I uploaded that video of me as Peachman, or me turning into Peachman at this fake festival called Peach Fest. The video is up on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's everywhere. K-Bear 101 FM. It's also on my page at Brenden Peach. You can find it there. I put it on my own personal Instagram story, and Lee Jennings of the Funeral Portrait even gave it a laugh react, so that's pretty funny. Making rock stars laugh with a dumb AI edit. I did mark it as AI, so the anti-AI people didn't flood the comment section with, AI slop! What are you guys doing? Upload original stuff. I'll dress up as Peachman any day. Put on a fake superhero outfit, you know? Anyway, it's one of those afternoons where there's not much to talk about, so I'll try finding some entertaining topics. I mean, I don't want to dive into politics whatsoever. I don't want to dive into, I don't know, the trending news stories like what most radio shows do. I like to just talk about stupid crap, and we'll get into that coming up here soon enough on K-Bear 101. The Foos on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. This morning, like every other morning, I show up at 8. I open up the door to get access to the K-Bear studio. I then walk in here and say hi to Victor before walking down the hall to the Cannonball 101 studio, where I sit at for most of the morning till Victor is out of this studio. Then I make my way over here and continue working from here in the K-Bear 101 studio. And so I walk in, and for some reason I opened up the Facebook app, and I get this notification that Victor Wilt has invited you to follow Peaches. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Peaches? Did someone make a fake page like they did with Victor that one time? That was probably one of the funniest things ever when somebody called into my show a couple months back, said, hey, there's a fake Victor Wilt Facebook profile making the rounds. And they even had a fake giveaway that you could win $1,000 every hour. They called it like the $1,000 minute, and they poorly photoshopped Victor onto their banner there. So I thought the same thing was happening to me. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But no, turns out Peaches is the musician Peaches that I somewhat forgot about. I mean, the very first time I ever heard her was when she was featured in the movie Drive Angry. Not her herself, but her music. Drive Angry, that weird movie with Nicolas Cage. Now, I do have Peaches in one of my intros here for the show. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here.
What else is in the Teachers of Peaches?
That's her right there. Going.
What else is in the Teachers of Peaches?
Yeah, I just decided to include that on my show because, the nickname Peaches and all of that. It's funny, but apparently Peaches, the musician, is going to be at the Complex in Salt Lake City next year. Maybe I should buy some of her merch or just show up and have some like crazy duel with her and say there can only be one. Well, her real name doesn't have the word peach in it. My last name is. So even though she's older, she's like 58. She's about the same age as my parents. Do you think I should go up and be like, hey, I'm going to demand legal, I'm going to sue her for taking my name? No, of course not. Oh, man. Anyway, Architects, Everything Ends right here on K-Bear 101. As you know, we're approaching the holidays. Businesses are going to start hiring people temporarily for the holiday season. Hopefully that turns into a full-time position for them. I don't know. Maybe somebody just wants that second job to increase their money to then spend it all on Christmas presents for the family, friends, etc. I was looking here at this whole article about different things retail workers have to go through when working retail. And I can tell you, I worked retail only for a little while. I worked at Foot Locker for about 6 months, and that was my first ever job. I barely worked there, but it was weird because all of a sudden, like, I didn't necessarily get fired. It was just after about 6 months, there was something wrong with the manager at the time. I think he got in trouble for stealing stuff. And then so he got let go. I think what he was doing is that he was buying the products at a much cheaper discount, because when you're an employee there, you get, a certain percentage off of products there. So he would buy them at extremely cheap and then resell them online for like double the price to make some extra money on the side. I think they caught him doing that. So then he got let go. And then a new manager came in, and sure enough, I was like completely forgotten about. But during that time, I mean, it wasn't too bad. Working at a place like that, though, you got to deal with customers who see the prices on certain shoes and go, whoa, I would never, and then walk out of the store. And there are certain stores that I think would be tough to work at. One of which is a place I personally love to go to, Bath and Body Works. There's always those people that say, oh, every time I walked by there, it gives me a headache. I don't believe them. I have such an overly sensitive nose. I'm like a bloodhound. Gives me a headache. I love going into that store. I love smelling the worst candles possible. The freshly brewed coffee one, that one's disgusting. The smell of coffee is just gross. But I love going in there smelling different candles. You almost get lightheaded because you're smelling so many different products. You're putting your nose up to those candles, take a big whiff. But I could not imagine clocking in every single day and having to stock those shelves and get them all nice and pretty. I do like the way that their store looks. Now, I also can't imagine working at a place like GameStop, for example. I always thought as a teenager that would be one of the coolest jobs. And then there was all these YouTube videos that came out that said, hey, do not work at GameStop. They really like scam you or something along the lines of that. Like, it's really bad. And also, I hate when stores, when I worked at Foot Locker, I also had to deal with this. They tell you to upsell. Like, if someone buys a pair of shoes, you go, hey, do you want some socks with that? Like, for me, I don't like to bother people because I don't want them to bother me as the customer. I hate the whole, like, hey, when you see a customer walk in, basically bow down to them. Say, hi, how are you doing? What can I get for you today? Are you looking for anything good? That type of thing? No. I'd much rather just walk into a store, look around myself, because as soon as the worker asks you that, and then you say something like, oh, I'm looking for this certain thing, then they'll go like, oh, just to let you know, we're having a sale on this. It's like, okay, cool. I can read the signs. I could read the giant signs around the store that say 75% off this little, shelving unit here. Anyway, that's enough of me talking about this particular thing. Let's just move on. I still don't truly understand those people that fall for scams like celebrities asking for money. I truly don't. No matter what age you are, you should think, maybe this famous musician who's been around for so many years has enough money to support themselves. The latest one is Sheryl Crow. Apparently there's a scam where she's needing money from grown men online, something along the lines of that. I don't know. It says, Sheryl Crow shares important warning, especially for grown men. There's a scam. And what is this? Are you currently planning to marry Sheryl Crow? Read this first. So you've recently got engaged to Sheryl Crow. Congratulations, not to rain on your parade, but her social media team just has one quick question for you, and the multiple other grown men apparently also currently planning to exchange vows with her. Have you ever actually met Sheryl Crow? I guess she's been going around asking to marry grown men. I don't know, fake Sheryl Crow, obviously. Okay, well, interesting. Definitely different. I would see one of those messages and be like, yep, scam done. But what old man out there is going, Sheryl Crow wants to marry me? That's it. Leaving the wife, Deborah, going right towards Sheryl. The Milwaukee Bucks, they sure want to keep their superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo happy this year. They've brought in another member of his family. His older brother, Thanasis, has been on the Bucks roster for the past 6 seasons, mostly playing in garbage time. And now the team has signed Alex Antetokounmpo, the youngest of the 3 brothers, to a 2-way NBA contract. Alex had previously played with the Toronto Raptors G League affiliate during the 2021-2022 season before returning to play in Greece the last 3 years. Las Vegas Raiders quarterback Geno Smith, he's off to a rough start, having thrown 10 interceptions as the team has stumbled to a 2-4 record. And apparently Smith thinks he's got some sort of curse or bad mojo that he can get rid of by purifying himself in some water. Smith told reporters, "I told coach that I need to jump into a lake or an ocean or something. It's a lot of bad luck stuff happening to me." Thankfully, Lake Mead, which is the largest man-made lake in the United States. Did I just say United States? United States? Am I having a stroke? Am I okay? Thankfully, Lake Mead, which is the largest man-made lake in the United States, is just a quick drive outside Las Vegas. If you're a person that obsesses over NFL stats, then you've probably heard of scoregami. That's the term for tracking final scores that have never happened before in NFL history. The concept became so popular that a scoregami bot on X has 500,000 followers. The bot tracked scores of NFL games and reported whether the game ended with a unique score, but it seems that the bot is broken and has tweeted that a few recent games are scoregamis, even though they're not. As one X user put it, scoregami was the last thing everyone in the country unanimously loved, and they ruined it. So there's that. That's your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. Set It Off Rotten. They're teasing new music set to be released tomorrow. I think there's another band. Oh, yeah, Magnolia Park with the Pretty Wild. They're going to be releasing something tomorrow as well. I do like when all the bands towards the end of the year, they kind of release everything they can, and then that's supposed to last you from October all the way to almost February. We're going to reach that quiet part of the year, and it's going to grow increasingly frustrating for me trying to play songs for It's So New every weekday at the top of the 5 p.m. hour, a new track for me to play for you. Luckily, we got those 2 to look forward to. I got to find something for today as well. But anyway, we got one final pair of haunted passports thanks to Wackerly Auto Center Minuteman Services. We got this final pair of haunted passports. I can't believe we're already that low. Pretty wild. But yeah, these haunted passports get you into 4 different haunted attractions. You got the Lost Souls attractions in Shelley. You got the Idaho's Haunted Hospital in St. Anthony. Haunted Mill in Teton. You got Slaughter's Realm in Blackfoot as well. I'm looking at the list here. So listen out for that final scream tone and be caller 13 when you hear it. I've been getting a lot of calls as of late. Anytime there's a scream, like in a promotion or a sweeper or something, somebody will call in and go, was that it? Am I supposed to call in? No, the scream tone is very obvious. There's a big buildup, there's a loud scream, and then it says call now with Jade's voice. So listen for that and then be caller 13. Not right now. I'm just letting you know when you hear the scream tone. Let's continue with some K-Bear Rockin' Halloween music here. Haunted by Jew City Vapor, Temple of Love from Black Veil Brides, and Villi Valo, whatever it is. It's Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. I've contemplated in the past about getting a roommate just to kind of make things a little bit easier. But at the same time, it's like you got to realize there's going to be some stranger living with you. You got to come home and there's someone random just in your kitchen touching your stove. I don't know. I'm very protective of things that I own or things that I rent, things that are mine, sort of. If somebody moves like one little thing of mine, I catch it immediately. I was reading here about how young adults are looking for roommates, and I guess there are a lot of people who are aged 55 and up who are also now in the rental market as well, because housing is so unaffordable that there are these young people living with old people. And for me, I feel like that'd be fairly easy. I feel like old people are very easy to live with. You got some that are thinking that they're still 25 and going out partying every weekend and staying up way too late. But most of them, like my parents, very easygoing, very quiet. They would have to be the ones that are dealing with the young adults for the most part, right? Imagine saying your roommate's like 30 years younger than you. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad, really. Their sense of style, I don't know. We talked about this in depth on the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem. A lot of older people are really into the live, laugh, love decor, and I'm not a part of that whatsoever. I think that's rather silly to hang up a poster that says home. Wasn't there an article that I talked about a year or so ago? I think there was, where it was trying to say that like Gen Zers are now falling in love with the live, laugh, love decor more so than the older people. Complete and utter lies right there. I have not seen a single one of those signs in anybody's home who is my age whatsoever. Cut it out, you know? Those signs are so silly. I mean, everybody, like we talked about earlier today, everybody has, everybody can decorate their place the way that they want to. There will be some judgment, though, when you have the throw pillow that says, reserved for the dog on the little couch. Yuck. I feel like a boomer trying to deal with this whole iCloud storage crap on my phone. It's quite annoying. I keep getting these warnings. iCloud can't be backed up because too much storage or too much in the storage. It's overfilled. And I'm looking around trying to find exactly what's clogging it. It might be podcast episodes. Here's a first world problem. You ready for this? One of my favorite radio shows that I listen to is no longer on Spotify with their on-demand podcasts. So I have to go to the iHeart Media app, which then makes you download every single episode that you want to listen to, and it takes up your entire storage because these episodes are 2 hours long. You can't just stream them. No, you got to download them, then play them. The iHeartMedia app is trash. It's one of the worst possible things, really. It's janky. Whoever runs it for that big company should be ashamed of themselves. I know there's a team of people running that whole thing. But anyway, that's my first world problem. Where was I going with this break here? There was something that I was going to talk about, and I got distracted, started thinking about that. Started thinking about radio things. It's the way my show goes sometimes. I apologize. Let's move on to the Pretty Reckless for I Am Death on K-Bear 101. You ever get a bruise that concerns you? I have one right now on my left knee. It's a dark purple. I'm going to watch this thing, make sure it goes away. I don't want any more health scares. I didn't talk about this on Monday. I should have. I was innocently eating one of the Culver's ice creams that me and my girlfriend bought. You know how they do the 4-pack for $12? I got 2 flavors I wanted. She got 2 flavors she wanted. I ended up anyway, last Sunday, we have a lazy day where I'm on my computer. She's on the beanbag right behind me, scrapbooking. She's having a good time. She's listening to Dateline while scrapbooking. We did that for several hours. And I was like, hey, do you want some ice cream? And so I went to go grab it from the freezer. Had to go wash a couple of spoons too. Brought it to her. I started eating one of the ice creams. And then sure enough, all of a sudden, I look at my left hand and my fingertips were red and swollen. I don't know what happened. Must have been like a freezer burn type of thing or something. It went down. It's totally fine. I kept freaking out that it was frost nip or something like that. They were going to turn purple. I'd have to run to the hospital, that type of thing. I'm tired of these freak injuries, these weird things that make me contemplate, do I need to go to the doctor or not? You know, I'm worried about this bruise. Really worried about this bruise. Anyway, let's keep it scary here with K-Bear's Rockin' Halloween, haunted by Juicity Vapor. It's Ghost Zenith. All right, so I'm looking here at this story about a woman named Sarah. She was at a CVS in Michigan, just minding her own business, trying to pick up a prescription for her son. Another woman who's just waiting there for her meds overheard the name Sarah gave, couldn't help butting in. And she says, "You really name your son anything, huh?" The name in question is Whiskey. And while the woman certainly didn't need to be name shamed by a stranger, turns out Whiskey is not a child. He's a golden retriever. Yeah. Sarah's son is her beloved dog who's currently undergoing cancer treatment. She gets his meds at CVS because, fun fact, many human and pet prescriptions are actually the same, just different doses. I wonder if that lady got told that at the CVS, or, oh, did this lady do this thing where she had this whole experience and then was just quiet on the spot, but then went to her car and recorded a TikTok? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. There's been some recent events where I've gotten yelled at for certain things. So I then return the favor, I should say, by complaining about certain things directly like a Karen, almost, where I've called the number on the receipt and said, hey, didn't like this person's attitude, take that. But I can't imagine going through a whole thing like this, not saying a single word to the lady, and instead this lady just goes to her car and starts recording a TikTok about the whole story. Did she do this in the parking lot? Can you imagine you come out of CVS with your dog's prescription, you sit down in your car, and then you start crying on cam saying, I got name shamed at a CVS. Here's what happened, you guys. Starts crying, telling a story on TikTok. That other lady who name shamed her sees her crying with her phone propped up on the dashboard, recording a video, and just says, yeah, she's pathetic. As part of our K-Bear Rockin' Halloween Haunted by Jew City Vapor, Poppy right there with Eat. Now, I did see that she skipped Halloween entirely, went right to Christmas. She did a Christmas cover. I forgot exactly of what song. I just saw, I think it was Jesse Lee. He broke the news to me on my Facebook feed, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. We're reaching that time where Christmas music is potentially going to take over. Not on here, not on K-Bear, but I'm just saying in department stores everywhere, good luck to everybody working retail. That's in the near future, same with winter, but right now, let's talk about what's current. And today, well, on Wednesday, this Wednesday in particular, we're wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Star from down the hall has been working quite hard on this. And basically, everybody should be wearing pink today for Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Early detection is key. Get your mammogram. You know, I'm wearing my pink K-Bear shirt. One of one. Oh, I think Jeff from down the hall, the operations assistant, I think he's wearing a pink K-Bear shirt. So 2 of 2. Victor doesn't even have one of these. Me and Jeff are the only 2 for some reason. A bright pink K-Bear shirt. I'm going to keep this one and keep wearing it year round. It's awesome. I like it. I know it was either the K-Bear logo in pink or that classic tough guys wear pink slogan. I'm like, just give me the K-Bear logo in pink. And I have a few K-Bear pink logos on stickers. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, today, Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Let's get a pink wave going across southeast Idaho. Early detection is key when it comes to breast cancer. Here's I Prevail, Into Heck, K-Bear 101. A restaurant in Everglades City, Florida, offering free pizza to customers, and all they have to do to get it is bring in a dead Burmese python. Yeah. Wild Man's Pizza, Pasta, and Pythons is owned by Dusty Wildman Crumb. I wonder how he got that nickname. He's a well-known local python hunter who has devoted much of his life to saving the Everglades ecosystem. Burmese pythons, they're an invasive species causing major ecological damage in the region. So they've drastically reduced populations of native animals like bobcats, raccoons, possums. So to combat the problem and encourage community involvement, Crumb is rewarding python hunters with a large specialty pizza if they bring in a dead python. What do they plan on doing with the dead pythons? Imagine working as a 16-year-old high school kid, working at a pizza joint. You got to wrangle up these dead pythons, put them in some giant container somewhere. Be like, all right, here's your free pizza, sir. Thanks for turning in this dead snake to me. Dusty wild man Crumb helping the environment. Now, I can't really go into too much detail about what the CEO of OpenAI said earlier today, but apparently in December, adult users will be able to have, let's see here, spicy conversations with the AI program ChatGPT. Isn't that pretty crazy? Back in 2013, we were making fun of the Joaquin Phoenix's character in Her. And now it's come like full circle, like, hey, look at these people. I just saw a meme where the guy was like, haha, I fell in love with AI, pointing to the movie poster from 2013. And then it goes to that same guy now with the beard, 12 years later saying, can't wait to tell ChatGPT about my day. I'm glad I haven't seen a single person screaming AI slop in the comment section of that video I made of Peachman. I mean, that was just a stupid little video, and it's gotten like tons of views on my page, the K-Bear page, people finding it funny. So, I mean, at least I was able to make some people laugh, I guess. Let's go with some Falling in Reverse right now. God is a Weapon featuring Marilyn Manson. It's K-Bear 101, Peach's Pit Party. I know earlier on in the show, I said I need to put down my phone. I've been messing too much with that Sora 2 app, the AI generator app, the AI video generator app. I gave Victor an invite code. So hopefully he uploads himself onto there so that way I can use him in videos. You can allow people to use yourself, or you can just put it as only you. Maddie joined from across the hallway, and she hasn't made herself usable. I was going to put like me and her in some like buddy action comedy movie or something like that. Right now, I just keep messing with it to the where I'm just typing in the same prompt like, oh, I mess up a break on the air. The latest one, I messed up a break in the fictional K-Bear 101 studio, and I had a mental breakdown, and then some random dude comes in with a tranquilizer gun and shoots me with a dart and knocks me out. It's so stupid. Oh, man. AI is fun. I'm sorry to those anti-AI people. I feel like this app is just fun to mess with. Obviously, I'm not going to keep posting these stupid videos to places like our TikTok and such. I only posted the one because Victor said I should. So there's that. Make sure to follow us at K-Bear 101 FM on all social media platforms. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brenden Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.